What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Christopher Manyweather here with DeadStock Barbershop, and today we're going to be working on scissor cutting and blow dry styling with a little beard work at the end. Jumping straight to it, what I want you guys to notice is that I'm wetting his hair down. I want it to be as wet as possible because the wetter it is, the more control that we're going to have over this hair. Getting up under there, I'm not just spraying the top, I am getting in between. Now what you see me doing is separating his hair where it naturally grows. If you don't do this properly, you're gonna have hair cut short in areas that it shouldn't be. Just like my fading techniques, I just try to get the cuts in there. My parts don't have to be super perfect, but I want you guys to see that I'm cutting the hair at a 90-degree angle. We're gonna take it straight up on the sides of the head. Getting anything that's hanging over. And we're gonna follow this all the way back. The first part has now become my guideline, and it carries over into the next section. So right now, I'm making sure that I do not grab that hair in the back and over direct it. I'm going where the hair is parted, where I already parted it, and I'm grabbing it right where the hair grows from. Taking the hair directly where it grows from is going to help me to layer that hair. And I'm going to follow this all the way to the front and make sure I connect everything. One thing I will say is that some hair will get missed, but I always cross-check and will grab anything that was left behind. And we're just pulling that hair straight up, following our guideline. A lot of people are afraid of their scissors. Do not be afraid. Once you get your system down packed, you'll be able to do any haircut. That is the whole purpose of this channel, to teach you to not be afraid. Jump straight in, head first into this craft, and get the most out of your business. So now we're gonna cut the bangs. He just wants a little off the front so that it's not hanging over his eyebrows. So we pull it down to about that length, and I'll cut, make my first guideline. Now anything that falls out of the comb, we're gonna pull it straight down, then we cut it. You do this all the way around. So now what you'll see me doing right here, I'll point cut this section. I just want this hair to blend in. I want the bangs to blend in when he rocks the comb over look. So anything that's long, that's coming off, anything that's over my fingers, I'm gonna take it off. Now I'm gonna make my sections the opposite way. Before we went horizontal, now we're gonna do vertical. And as you can see, anything that's hanging over, I'm gonna take it off. And I'll do this all the way through his head, working from this section all the way over to the shortest area. So this ensures that anything that was left gets caught. You always want to check your work to make sure that you don't have any mistakes in it. So now I'm gonna do this all the way across the head, going from, we already did the right side, now we're gonna do the left. So I'm just working this precise area, which is like the parietal ridge area, but I want you guys to take note that I can do this going all the way down, and I can do a complete scissor cut. You know, I'm gonna follow this with clippers, but I want to show you guys what it would look like if you wanted to do a 100% scissor cut. So you don't have to be nervous or anything like that. If someone comes in, just go down a little lower. Right now, I'm gonna connect the top and the side. But like I said, we're just gonna cut it with the clippers. So I just wanted to show you guys first, before I jump to it, what you could do. So going in with the number 2 guard, I believe. We're just gonna go straight up off the head. And I love using my clippers. This is a simple method. A lot of people do cut with scissors only, but my preference is clippers. If the customer doesn't have a preference, then we're going in with the clippers. So as you can see, we're just going number 2 close straight off the head, and it's actually blending in pretty well to where we used our scissor over comb earlier. So now I'm going to set in my first guideline. using my masters all the way close, and this is going to be a light fade. It's not going to be bald. So once we set in our guideline, we can go ahead and start fading it out. You know the system with the masters that I teach: open, halfway, quarter, then close. Since we started off with the close, we can go open, then halfway, then quarter. Should take out the rest. So right now I believe that they're halfway open. And when we're working on that little line right there, we can just go close it up a quarter of the way, and it blends in very, very easily. The masters are a great tool. I love my corded masters over these cordless ones, but at the time I just grabbed these cordless and went in with them. So we're open, then it's gonna be halfway, then quarter of the way. Moving on to the next step, we're gonna take our number 1 guard and close it all the way and go up about 1 inch to 1/2 inch. It's up to you. I like stretch fade, so I typically go up about 1 inch. So now my guard is all the way open and we're going up. I like the way this number 1 blends the open and the close. It won't be a whole lot of work in between. You can close it halfway if need be, but it does most of the work for you. So now I got my purple 0 guard on, closed all the way, and I'm just using corners to take that line out that was left between the 1 closed and the masters all the way open. And I will open it up as needed, and I'll close it as needed. But like I said, I'm using the corners and picking. I'm just taking out with those first 3 teeth of the blade. I'm going ahead and detailing this work. Switching over to my number 2 guard. This guard is different than the one on my seniors. I definitely prefer this number 2 over the seniors number 2, but you got to do whatever you got to do to get the job done. This should practically do it on this side. For anything that's left behind, we'll grab our number 1 all the way open and begin to detail that out. And that's what I'm doing right here. I see a heavier spot, and I just want to soften that blend up. And I'm cutting on the heel of my blade. I'm not digging into that area, as well as detailing using the corners. Moving over to the right side, we're going to do the same exact thing. Masters number 1 guard all the way closed. One thing that you'll notice is the side of the head is usually less dense than the back, so it's a lot easier to blend. Right now I already got my 0 guard on, and I'm just using the corners. It's a taper blade, so it's designed to help you. If you just go straight up and down, it's going to fade for you. Just make sure that you don't go into the other area. Don't go too high, or else you're going to create a new line. So now I'm using the corner of my blade with no guard on and just detailing a little bit. So now I got my 1 back on, and I'm opened up all the way. Closed it a little bit, and I'm just cleaning it up. Now we're going to switch over to our Mizutani blending scissors. We're going to go ahead and use scissor over comb method and we're gonna detail this area out, soften this look, soften up the blend, making sure that the hair is just ever so slightly sticking out of the comb, and we're just taking the tips off. We're not digging into his head, as you can see. And we just want to soften up that look, that hard ridge around the parietal ridge area. My pinky finger is resting on the tang, and I'm making sure that I'm just moving my thumb only. This takes a lot of practice to get down. You know, I'd be sitting around the house just moving my thumb in the scissor, take them home with me, and just practice all the time. But eventually you get better, you get faster. And I use this method all the way around the head, and I'll just blend it in. I spin my chair a lot. I look at his haircut from different angles. I want to make sure that he's getting a really, really nice haircut. Our customers are walking billboards. It's just going to build your business to make sure that they look their best and that they feel their best. A lot of people ask me, do I advertise? I don't. My customers refer other customers, and I put pictures on Google, and I make sure that I'm doing my best so that more people want to come see me. Now we're gonna begin to do his beard trim, and we're just gonna follow his jawline. Pretty simple, no tips and tricks on that. Right now we're gonna edge it up because, like I said, this is considered a light fade, so there is hair there to edge up, and we're just detailing it. Looking at our lines, making sure that they're straight as possible, that we're getting any hair that's hanging over. Now we're gonna hit the C cups. We start at the top, and then we just kind of draw it on in. And then I like to connect it from the bottom once I start from the top, and I just do the same steps. It's pretty simple. And what we do to one side, we're gonna do to the other. I've already faded it in. Like I said, the focus was mainly on the scissor cutting techniques, as well as coming up, we're gonna do blow dry styling techniques as well. So you guys stay tuned. If you guys are finding any value in this video, make sure that you guys like it and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. So this is my weaker side. With my C cups, I like to start from the bottom and work my way up, and then I'll connect it from this way. And this is how I get my best curves, best curvature. And then once I hit it with the razor, it's just gonna clean all the way up. So it's about knowing your strength, knowing your weaknesses, and playing into those. Making sure that we eliminate any excuses and that we do our best work. We stretch the skin, get them nice and sharp. My client doesn't get a full edge up, but he does hit the vertical bars, and just clean that on up. Get him a nice, clean, professional look. Do the same thing on both sides. Next up, we're gonna apply a little product, which I don't believe I showed on here, but I do show you the product that I use. A little Elegance pomade. It's already applied in there. And what I'm doing now is just working on this hair. So what you wanna do is get it dried to about 60 to 70% completed first, and then you wanna start blow drying it. I use medium heat and high settings at first, as far as the speed, and then when I'm doing detail work like what I'm doing right now, it's actually on low, so I'm not blowing the hair out of control. And I want you guys to pay attention to the scooping motion that I do with my wrist or with my hand. I'm turning because I want to add volume in that area, and it's lifting the hair up from the root, and I'm blowing it at the root, and this is how I get the volume. So as you can see, I get more of a drastic turn, and I'm stretching that hair out with the high heat setting. And then I'll put on a cool shot to let it sit and stiffen that hair back up, and it'll freeze it in place in the same way that I put it. As barbers, we don't control who comes into our shops, but I'm here to show that with proper execution and a thorough consultation, they can leave out looking like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys, all my new subscribers, all the old subscribers, everybody that's here from my last video. We've grown, we've blown up in just a short amount of time. We went from 7,000 subscribers and we're currently at 15K, and I thank you guys. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for finding value in what I do and what I bring to the table. I appreciate every single one of you across the world. This is Manyweather, and I'm signing out.
'Cause you showed who you were, and now I'm hurt. Now I'm hurt.